Yo, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to another installment of the Truck Championship mode here at Atlanta. Race number 2 of the season. We have less grip on our truck, so we are going to be... it's going to be good for like 10 laps. Christian Eckes, who is starting in P3 right there, he is fast. So hopefully we can have something for him. It's going to be 130 laps. It is going to be a longer race than we have been doing lately. Lately we've been doing 25%ers, which to me just feels so short. We got to get back to 100%, man. So yeah, we have Matt Crafton on docket today. Hopefully we can try to get that win here. Like I said, with less grip, we wanted to make Atlanta as competitive as possible because literally, for some reason, in the trucks and in Xfinity, we are gods. Like, literally gods in the trucks. I have no idea why. I have no idea how. But we are here, and let's see what we can do. So yeah, 130 laps, and let's get going. Oh, starting P6, I should say. Starting P6. And we are green here at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Vectix 200. So yeah, what's up, TA? How you doing today? Welcome to the stream, man. How are you? Yeah, man, it's been a while since I've actually done a live thing like this. It feels good, honestly. Like, like what I always say, like, I wish that I could do these more often. And that it's actually, with it being, like, live, like, that is something that I wish I could do more often. But apparently, you know, sometimes it's just not in the cards, you know? Like, just now, like, Erna is not really working with us, so... Like, it was very spotty earlier today, so I'm doing what I can here in my lovely little office area that I have. Yeah, welcome everyone. If you're just now popping in, this is the Truck Championship mode, race number 2 of 20. Thank you all so much for stopping on out. We have a lot to talk about today. So, I'm sure you guys have heard about the news. You've ever heard the word, chat? Have you guys heard the word? Tell me what that word is. Because, first and foremost, one thing that I wanted to say is sayonara to Levine Family Racing. You will be missed, because that literally, when I woke up today, like, which was at, like, what, 10 a.m. or something like that? I was, like, super duper, I woke up super duper late. When I woke up and I heard that Levine Family Racing has been sold, its charter and all of its assets, hoo-wee. That is something that I am not looking forward to. Because I have no idea what's going to happen in that regard. And with that being said, I have no idea who's going to take over, well, where Christopher Bell's going to go, honestly. That is one thing that I've been nervous about this entire time. Because I like Christopher Bell. I mean, I want to see him do well. Yes, whenever I'm on stream, I give him crap sometimes because, you know, in rookies, in the rookie sense, you know, he's definitely not doing as hot as like Tyler Reddick, you know, but he's still a very good driver. I mean, he is an Xfinity Series prodigy, and for him to currently, I mean, we basically can assume where where he's gonna go, but with the current sense that he is like without a ride, that is insane, you know? So Chad, what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that, like, what do you guys think about the whole Levine Family Racing thing going on down? because also in the same token as well, we have Brad Keselowski who signed back for a 1-year deal with Penske. I mean, like, I'm glad to see him back. Because honestly, like, as much as like we all give Brad crap, I mean, like, it's nice to see that he is back in action, you know. So like having like with him not having to worry about like any kind of issues when it comes to oh my god, why am I spacing on this? Contracts? Like, literally, that's probably, like, the best thing that he can do. Now he can just focus on getting wins, because, yes, he won at New Hampshire, which I thought that, like, it was either going to be Denny Hamlin or it was going to be Brad Keselowski. And it turns out Brad Keselowski was the one that got the better of him. So, because of that, we have Brad Keselowski, who doesn't have to worry about any kind of contract extensions. So that is awesome. You know? Fantastic. But yeah, chat, what do you guys think? Give me your honest thoughts. By the way, like I said, it's been a while, so let me know how you guys have been doing. Like I said, I think it's been about a week since I've done like a live stream like this. So yeah, how are y'all doing? Because also in the same token here, as we go back to our actual race right here, we have like I said, Matt Crafton here. You can see that at one, like how Christian Eckes, yes, he is doing so good in terms of how like the AI perform around Atlanta. Literally, we cannot keep in contact with him. He's crossing line now, and we just got off a turn 4 entering the trial oval. And it's only lap 13. So he has basically had about 10 laps to just stretch his legs without even doing anything. So because of that, like, we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Yes, less grip is definitely helping to make things a little more competitive, because we have our teammates Johnny Sauter and Grant Enfinger right behind. So Chad, if you're looking for making Atlanta like competitive, I would definitely have to say put less grip on your vehicle. Slap less grip on. Yes, you'll feel like you're driving a literal boat in the corners, because you'll get loose going in and then tight exiting. That is something that we're going to be dealing with all day. But you will get a lot of competitiveness from the AI. And I should have did that with the Xfinity Championship mode, honestly, beforehand. But because we did the Xfinity Championship a little bit, like I want to say it was 4 days ago, the Xfinity Championship here at Atlanta, and we didn't like put anything to it, and we were just steamrolling the competition. Like, it was not even funny. But yeah, it was not even funny at all. But yeah, other than that, you know, since I've been working with full-time hours now, it has been, honestly, like, in terms of work, it's been pretty tiring. So, Chad, since you guys have been so patient with me, thank you all so much for being here for one. Just let me know who's here. I mean, I would love to talk to you guys. it feels like it's been a while since I've seen y'all. So because of that, we have a lot to discuss. So like New Hampshire, like was the actual race itself was surprisingly halfway decent. Like I was actually surprised of how much of a difference the high horsepower, low downforce package, as well as the tires that you would make with a Phoenix, with the same ones that they use at Phoenix, is what I'm trying to say. But like, of course, you know, I'm stumbling over my own words here. How much of that actually impacted the result, because tires were definitely an issue. Chris Bell blew like what, 2 tires? Matt Kenseth blew like what, 2 tires? John Hermíček had a scary accident going into turn 3. It was always in turn 3 because like there's that weird bump going into turn 3 that they would hit, and then if they hit it just right, literally they were just in it for going for a ride. So because of that, like, I was actually very much surprised of how much that actually changed the outcome of the race. Because if we looked back at it last year, literally everything was like you couldn't pass. Like it was like Dover all over again. And if you guys remember Dover, like that was just not fun right there. Dover was like no one could pass, no one could do anything. So yeah, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all so much for coming on out and actually watching this with me. We have lap 24 on the ticket right now. We're in P4 with Johnny Sauer right in front of us, Granderfinger right in front of him, and then Christian Eckes, who is like all the way down the line. It's like it's not even fair about like how much of an advantage that this dude has over the competition. So yeah, Christian Eckes is totally gone. And like I said, and that's what I started with, is that like Atlanta. Like obviously he doesn't have less grip on his vehicle, but as a caution comes out, this was literally right in front of us. Tate Fogelman, who we almost made contact with, he is going and having a bad time, I was to say, like blowing the right front tire in going into turn 3, DNFing himself. So we're all going to pit here, slap on some four fresh feel goods, and we will be good to go. So as we crank up through the gears right now, it's lap 29. We're actually very close to actually pitting right there. Anyway, so it actually doesn't really even matter of how with what happened right there. We're trying to split Johnny Sauter going down the middle, but we think better of it right there. So P5's kind of slipping down the order just for a hot second. I'll tell you what, I'm actually really happy though about being able to make all these passes work. I mean, like, you guys have no idea because I want to get my career mode, expanded career mode, done with this over here. I think I'm gonna slap less grip on it because it does work. Surprisingly, it does work. Yes, we're on lap 33. We're already 100 laps away until the end of the race, and we are. It feels like we are like we're on it. You know, we're actually competitive with the others. We're not just pulling away, and I think that was the best notion right there. Is what I try to do is literally just try to pull away. I mean, no, not pull away. Sorry, that's what I meant to say right there. So yeah, thankfully we'll be a-okay in that regard. So we'll be like I said, we're trying to make do with what we have here, like for like first 10 laps, because after that, that's when like everything just starts going to pot right there. But yeah, I actually when I haven't been like at work, I've been still trying to make as much content as possible. So like my most recent escapades have been on my YouTube, where literally I have been making and racing like different rookie seasons. I have been racing as Christopher Bell, which is funny now that for all we know, he may not have a ride next year. So this may be his one and only year. I'm kidding. I know he's most likely going to go to Gibbs and take over the 20 with Eric Jones. But for the sake of argument, like we are doing the. We are racing with Christopher Bell in the Cup Series right now, Harrison Burton in the Xfinity Series, as well as Christian Eckes in the Truck Series. So that is what I've been doing, and I've been trying to do that as regularly as possible, uploading one episode of each per day. And I think it's been working, honestly. So, like, while I haven't been particularly doing like championship mode or career mode as much as I would like, I still have been providing content. So like I know I need to get a better schedule, or just get a something where I can do not work as much, is essentially is what I'm trying to say. But for the time being, you know, we are I'm doing the best I can right now. So Chad, thank you all so much for being patient with me as I have been rocking it, so so yeah. I'll tell you what, though. One thing I don't particularly enjoy, though, is with the newest addition to this to the what you call the NASCAR Heat 5 content. We have a brand new July pack for paint schemes. Chad, the paint schemes don't work. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but like literally, like if you go to like championship mode or something like that, we are like if you try to go down each paint scheme and race with a certain one, like every now and then, you will you can't actually pick it. Like it's really dumb, and I don't particularly enjoy that. But like there is a glitch that like if you try to swap a paint scheme, it doesn't actually work. And I don't get it. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. So like say if you're racing as Chase Elliott, because that's what I'm doing in my actual championship mode right now. If you are racing as Chase Elliott and you try to swap paint schemes, so like if you're in the main screen right now and you're trying to swap paint schemes, so like L1 and R1, okay, easy enough. So you hit that, and because of that, you try to swap paint schemes. It only swaps to the one. So like if you hit L1, it'll swap to Chase Elliott's Universe scheme, and if you hit R1, it'll go back to the Napa, and if you hit it again, it'll go to his Mountain Dew scheme. You cannot race as his Hooters scheme in championship mode. What the hell? I mean, that is absolute garbage. I mean, I love this game to death. I will defend it all day, every day. But if I can't race as my favorite driver's favorite scheme, what's even the point? So like, yes, in championship mode, I can race as the Universe scheme, and I can also race as the Mountain Dew scheme. I cannot race as the Hooter scheme, which, let's be honest, is the best scheme that Chase Elliott has. To be, well, at the same time, though, I really do like his Universe scheme. Just a thing right there. Just an aside. Because Universe, like, Chat, you guys know this. I am a sucker for cyan blue, and I also am a sucker for mint green. And that's what Universe has, mint green right there. So I love that scheme. But I want to race as the black and red Hooters, you know? I mean, yes, I can race it in the truck series, but I want to race it in championship mode. I mean, like, let's be honest here. Come on, help. I need somebody. Help. Not just anybody. So, yeah, that's the unfortunate thing right there, is that, unfortunately, as much as they fix the glitches, they also create a new one, which doesn't make any sense, but, you know, whatever. I'll just rock it. Like, the thing is, for Christopher Bell, since they put the Procure scheme in, literally, you cannot race as it, though. Like, there's not even a button to change schemes. So, like, you can't even do it. And that's the unfortunate part right there. So, like, I have no idea. But getting back to our race right now, we're on lap 47, actually. Surprisingly, we're coming up on another round of pit stops. We're in P5 right now. Sheldon Creed passed us, and we have Ross Chastain right behind us, followed by Johnny Sauter right behind him in 7th. We actually have pit stops incoming. Like I said, Christian Eckes is still leading, so, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. So far, so good. Because of that, we're trying to extend it as much as possible. We're going to be pitting here in about 10 or so laps. It says on a tank of fuel for the truck series, you can go 45 laps. On a default setup, which, chat, you guys know I race with, is on a default setup, that's just not possible. That ain't happening. You're not stretching it to be 45 laps. I mean, as much as I want to, yeah, it's just not happening. So because of that, we're going to be pitting here in, like I said, about 10 laps, and we are going to extend it as much as possible. So because of that, we are trying to go places. So yeah, so we have, like I said, a lot of time to just rock and roll right now. We are doing our best, and since we are trying to rock and roll here, we are losing a lot of time based on our less grip. Ross Chastain just passed us, you know, so. We are coming up on lap traffic, though. For some reason, Brett Moffitt is really not doing so hot. I have no idea why, no idea how, but he is not doing so hot in the speed department. He is, if on, like, you know, the beginning screen right here, we have like when it shows like the pre-race notes, it says that he just isn't feeling like himself. Howdy, Chase fan. How are you doing today, my dude? Welcome to the stream, man. How are you? So yeah, we are like, for some reason Brett Moffitt's just not doing so hot, you know? And that, to each his own. Everyone has their bad day. Doing good. That was a good race in New Hampshire. I'm surprised, honestly. I'm surprised that New Hampshire actually had a good race. I was saying earlier that what's it called? With the high horsepower, low downforce package, as well as the same tires that they brought at Phoenix, it was so different. Like, what a difference in product that makes compared to what it was last year in New Hampshire. I was surprised, and I don't even like New Hampshire. Like, I'm always a proponent for getting New Hampshire off the off the circuit. Overall, though, how would you rate the race, man? Because I would probably give it a 7 out of 10. Surprisingly, which is, to me, like a 7 like out of 10 is like, yeah, it was good. It was a good race. It wasn't great, but it was good. Chase says, well, wish Chase had a better run, but we finally got a top 10. Gustafson did something right at 8 out of 10. Gustafson did something right. Well, yeah, he tried a new strategy. He tried to rocket out of like by leaving his driver out there. He actually had an extra set of tires for the final run. Unfortunately, what would have made the race even better and probably would have been 8 or 9 out of 10 is if that final caution came out 10 laps earlier. If it came out 10 laps earlier, almost no one would have had a chance to actually save fuel. So I think that probably would have made the race even better than what it was. Yeah, but 8 out of 10 I would give it. Gustafson did try something different, and he was fast. He wasn't as fast as Harvick flying through the field, but yeah, Chase was fast, and I'm happy about that. I'll tell you what, though. One thing I'm not looking forward to, guys, is I am not looking forward to Michigan. I don't know about y'all. Feel free to argue this, argue that. I am not looking forward to Michigan because remember last season? Where it was literally just draft tracks. Joey Logano started on pole, and they could not pass him because it was a draft track. And Penske literally formed it and raced it like a plate track. I'm not looking forward to Michigan only for that reason. However, with that being said, I am looking forward to Michigan for Xfinity and trucks because, oh man, you guys know I love the truck series. Truck series is the best form of racing, probably the best overall product as we see that pit stops are happening right now. So lap 60 pit stops are happening. I'm looking at my tires. My tire light just came on at this point, so I'm just like, oh hell, am I going to pit this time? Am I going to pit this time? I'm waiting to see how long we can stay out in order to potentially get a yellow. Because obviously you can pin people a lap down. So right there goes Ross Chastain right there. Don't need to worry about him. So that just leaves myself and Grant Enfinger. Grant Enfinger is the leader right now. And I'm waiting to see what he's going to do. So, like, as we rock through 1 and 2 right now, we have Rafael Lessard, who's right behind us, which he's been nowhere, both in real life and in this series. And we see on the mini-map right now, we can also see him coming up that Grant Enfinger's pitting this time. So he's in the pits right now, so we're going to go one more lap. And, okay, so since the leaders went down, we're going to go down next time. Yeah, Dover and Daytona. Well, honestly, with Daytona being a road course, I'm actually very excited to see what Chase can do. Because, I mean, especially with no practice, it's going to be a new experience for everyone. And, you know, with him being good on road courses, I want to see what he can do here. So yeah, watch this, chat. Lock it up going on pit road. We somehow still made it. No black flag. Let's go. So yeah, we're coming down right now, and 4 tires and fuel. Coming on down, we have the leaders going by. There goes Johnny Sauter. Christian X is the way past, and look what happens. There's a caution. Boy howdy, why are we so good at timing these cautions? So at the time of caution, I want to say that this was for I think it was for Natalie Decker. I'm for the sake of for just not even for the memes, I literally think that Natalie Decker was the reason for this caution. We pit and we're gonna be the leader. Awesome, perfect, bueno. And now here we are, gonna be coming out as a leader here, and we are coming up on halfway. Well, we are halfway. So let's see what we can do here. We have Ty Majeski, of all people, right alongside, and now we have a brand new race. Only the top 10 are on the lead lap. Let's see what we can do. We'll crank through the gears, restart here right now, exactly halfway. Let's rock it. So, Chase fans, sorry, I have not been ignoring you. Sorry, I just wanted to kind of let you all know about what's happening right now at the race. Just for everyone that's new, that just came in, we are running with less grip here. At this track here at Atlanta, we are running with less grip compared to the rest of the AI. I will show you all my settings after. I will show you all my settings. So we are running technically at a disadvantage compared to the rest of the AI because I want to make this race as competitive as possible, and boy howdy we are. Because we are good for like 10 laps, and then it feels like we are on ice going into the corner, and then it feels like I am on, like, I'm racing on, like, molasses. I am tight on exit. So, let's see what we can do here. Lap 67 gone, lap 68. Chase fan says Chase would have won the Michigan race that Larson won. So, okay, in 2016, if Larson wasn't a beast. Well, 2016 was like Larson's year. If he didn't do anything, like if there was a season for him to actually win the title before, obviously, his ban, 2016 probably was it. Not even kidding. So because of that, we have he has a Dover win, and he's actually is very consistent at Dover. The only it was last fall, where he had what was it, an axle? No, it was actually just an engine. It was an engine that he blew, but other than that, yeah, his Dover finishes are at least top 15. The Daytona road courses is a wild card, but we know that Chase is good at road courses, and he has 2 dual wins and an Xfinity win at Daytona. Well, I mean, but those are the ovals, so that's like comparing apples. Like, if there is a definition for comparing apples to oranges, that is comparing apples to oranges, because we can't really compare road course Daytona to oval Daytona. You know, that is just 2 different things. Chase fan also says, I think age has caught up to Johnny Sauter. I actually would agree with that. We have, well, honestly, Johnny Sauter is also, TA would agree with this. Johnny Sauter is also the guy that loves to be spoon-fed something. So, if he's not very good at setting up his car. And that kind of goes hand in hand with Matt Crafton is like Mark Martin or Harry Gant. He can't be aged. Matt Crafton is the exact opposite. He knows exactly what he wants out of his car. Johnny Sauter is, but they are, with Johnny Sauter, he is usually spoon-fed something. Okay, here is the top, this truck, this car is almost guaranteed to win. Go out and win. And I know that it's I'm essentially stretching it a little bit here, but that's essentially what I mean. And because of that, we have a conundrum going on with ThorSport, where where there is 2 really good guys and 2 mediocre guys. And Matt Crafton's somewhere in the middle of that. The really good one, obviously, Grant Enfinger. Grant Enfinger is consistent. Matt Crafton is consistent, but he just doesn't have wins. This season and last season, Johnny Sauter started off good and then kind of faded. Ben Rhodes is he is like William Byron, where Ben Rhodes is kind of he's really good in the stages, but he can't put the finish together, you know? Radboy Jr., welcome to the stream, man. How are you? We are, my favorite NASCAR driver of all time, Chase Elliott. Xfinity Series is Justin Allgaier. Truck Series, our boy, Matt Crafton. The man, the myth, the legend, Matt Crafton. Remember John West Townley? I remember John West Townley's fight with Spencer Gallagher. Because we all know that. Which, by the way, chat, it is question of the daytime. So, because of this, with Michigan coming on here, it's a doubleheader. I'm asking here, and it's going to be in a poll in the chat, so be sure to answer there as well. And the question is going to be, who are your picks for Michigan? So Michigan 1 and 2. So I'm going to ask you guys to maybe pick some of these, and I'm also going to pick others. Or actually, I should be... Actually, hang on, let me do this. Anyone from Gibbs. So these are they're going to be the choices. Anyone from Stuart Haas. Anyone from Hendrick. Anyone from Penske. So we got the big four right there. I'm going to put the others. So I'm going to ask you guys is, with the poll starting now, tell me who is your option, and then let me know in the comments, like, let me know personally, just put it in chat, who do you have exactly from each. So, like, if you pick anyone from Stewart Haas, who are you picking from Stewart Haas, you know? Rad Boy Jr., I'm a Stewart Haas fan. Okay, so that makes sense. You're the guy from, you're the guy that picked anyone from Stewart Haas. So who's your pick, my boy? Rad Boy. Who's your pick, my boy, Rad Boy? Chase fan, my pick for Hendrick is Chase or Jimmy. Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick's, I have to give, I would have to give it to, because Kevin Harvick is really, really good at Michigan. I would have to say Kevin Harvick as well. That's a really good pick. And then Chase is Chase or Jimmy. I want Jimmy to win so bad. I want old 7-time to win one more, at least one more. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. I want it to happen. I want it to happen so bad. But like, we've been seeing his progress, and each time he gets in a wreck, it's like 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, you know? I mean, Jimmy, what are we gonna do with you? I mean, like, I know it's his swan song year, and he needs, I mean, he's saying he's gonna retire, but I hope he makes it one more time. When people say he hasn't won since 2017, they're talking about points races. Yes, he did win the 2019 Clash, but like, for all intents and purposes, the Clash doesn't mean anything, you know? It's literally like a for fun type of thing. But yes, he has won. He has won. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I agree. Yes, he has won. But not a points race. So yeah. And also, let me just get this out there right now, since we're on the topic of Matt Crafton and we're racing in the trucks right now. I was so happy that he won at Kansas. Like, when I was on my knees begging, please God, that to give Matt Crafton that win. It's been so long since he has got to win, and I am just like, please, just let us have this. Let us Matt Crafton fans rejoice for our GOAT to actually get another win. Chase fan says, I say Reddick or Dylan is a dark horse from Michigan. So, oh, okay. Well, first let me talk about that here in a second. Guys, so is this for all your picks? Is this your pick for Michigan 1 or Michigan 2? Because let's be honest, like, as much as we want to, our picks are probably not going to win both races. For me, I think Michigan 1 is going to be won by Denny Hamlin. Michigan 1, Denny Hamlin. Michigan 2, I think, at first glance, I want, as much as I want to say Kevin Harvick, I think Joey Logano is going to put it together. Because Joey is really good at Michigan. I think he is, I think he is going to, like, as much as I personally am not a fan of Joey Logano, I know that he learns from races, especially back-to-back ones, and that's why I'm saying that, like, and these also can be flipped around. Either Joey Logano wins Michigan 1 and Denny Hamlin picks up Michigan 2, because they both pick up on their mistakes and what they learned and what they didn't learn from the first race. Because look at Darlington, look at Charlotte, look at all the double headers that we've been to, where they have been picking up the pace in the second race. Hamlin doesn't need another win. Neither does Harvick, but like, it just keeps coming, man. The wins just don't stop. And that's the thing. They are so good. Like, those two, like, dare I say, those are the big two right now. It's Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin. Those two are honestly gonna duke it out in Phoenix. Yes, you heard it here first. I'm not a fan of either one of them. I'm more of a fan of Harvick than I am of Hamlin. But I think that they are going to be duking it out in Phoenix this year. They're going to go all the way to Phoenix, and they are going to laugh their happy asses off because it's not a Homestead anymore. So yeah, people aren't saying Keselowski will win at Michigan. Honestly, I think Keselowski has a better shot at Michigan because he has momentum. He has momentum heading his way. You know, with his contract being extended, as well as having that win coming fresh off of New Hampshire, he is looking to be a favorite. Like, he's going to have that momentum rolling up in Michigan, you know, his home state, his home race. Because where's Keselowski at? Like, exactly? Rochester. It's Eric Jones, that's from Byron, Michigan. I was about to say, I always mix up the two. Radboy Jr. says, Michigan 1 is going to be Kevin Harvick. Michigan 2, Eric Almirola. Ooh! Well, okay, we'll watch Eric. Do we already have the starting lineup for... No, we don't. It's not going to be... It's not. We're not going to have the starting lineup. Like, watch Eric Almirola to have another pole with this dumb draw. I mean, come on. How lucky... What golden horseshoe do you need in order to get that many poles? And also, where did Jimmy Johnson's golden horseshoe go? Because obviously they stole it from him, because he's been having like almost like what, 5 straight 20th place starts. I mean, come on. Chase fan says, now who will replace Jimmy? Well, with the rumors flying around, I mean, again, there's no one to confirm it, that Hendrick is downsizing to a 3-car team. I personally don't believe it, but that is a rumor. I honestly don't know. I mean, who knows? It could be Eric Jones, because most likely with Levine Family Racing bopping, well, basically, you know, ditching the way of... what's it called? The way of the Cup Series and just selling off all their assets in charter. We can basically assume that Christopher Bell is going to go to main branch Gibbs. And because of that, Eric Jones is going to be out. Now that leaves. Now where's Eric Jones going to go? Honestly, I mean, with Brad Keselowski getting that 1-year extension, I think Eric Jones is now a front runner, unless people are actually still on the whole Corey LaJoie hype train. I think Eric Jones is now a top runner for the 48. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Jones is just too inconsistent. I mean, we're also comparing Eric Jones to literally the best of the best. We're comparing him to Kyle Busch. We're comparing him to Martin Truex Jr. and Denny Hamlin. You know, Denny Hamlin obviously is so good this season as well as last season. Kyle Busch, you know, the reigning champion, as well as Martin Truex Jr., who already has 2 wins under his belt, or a win, sorry. So because of that, we have like, he's being compared to the best in the biz, while he is you know, he himself is very meh, you know. And if we compare him to Chase, William Byron, and Jimmy Johnson, and Alex Bowman, I should say, he's fitting right in. And there we go. There we have it. So we have one vote for Stewart Haas. Anyone from Stewart Haas? Mainly we have Kevin Harvick and Eric Almirola. And then anyone from Hendrick with Chase, Elliott, and Jimmy. Winning the poll. Okay. Winning the poll. Blah, that's not what I mean. Bush shouldn't be in the sport after the Hornaday incident. That's a hot topic item right there. Boys will be boys is what I'm going to say with that, because it was a pretty policing thing that he accomplished right there. He got he did get suspended for the rest of the season, and basically it was taken care of after that. Anywho's it. So right now, pit stops are happening as we move on from. Harvick extended to 2023, by the way, so he's going to be in it for at least 2 more years. Pit stops are happening right now, and as Sheldon Creed goes on by, we were waiting for a caution which just wasn't coming out. So as we lock it up going on a pit road, no pit road speeding penalty. We have been so good with that, just getting the most out of our pit entries. And so we're stopping now. Unfortunately, that leaves Stuart Friesen, Grandfinger, and not Christian Eckes. He pit already. Like Ty Majeski, Gustine out there. So we're in our box. We decided just to call it on down. We're trying to get an undercut on those guys. So get our 4 tires and fuel and see what happens here. Lap 99, we go the rest of the way now. And caution. How unlucky do you... unlucky am I? Where, I mean, I guess what goes around comes around, because on the last stop, you know, we were so lucky with the caution coming out while we were in the pits. Now, here we are trying to undercut the field by 1 lap. Chat, they were... If you will see it on my POV, they are pitting right now. Stuart Friesen is in the pits currently. He unfortunately lapped us because Grant Enfinger stayed out. But Stuart Friesen was in the pits. They were pitting this time. And now here we are, stuck a lap down. We're going to be fighting with... Christian Eckes, who is in 8th right there behind us to our left for the lucky dog, and see if we can get another caution. Chase Fan says, when you cost someone a championship in a series you shouldn't even be in, you deserve to be banned. Well, and that was partially the reason why, and just not for the whole Kyle, you know, dominating the series, but that was partially the reason why, you know, Cup regulars can only do so many races. So yeah, we're going up high here. We're seeing what we can do. With Stuart Friesen pitting while the caution was coming out, he must have the golden horseshoe. I found it. We found out who has it because he has avoided all these yellows. Christian Eckes, who has been dominating this race, is right behind us. And we are, like I said, for anyone that's just now joining, we are running with less grip compared to the rest of the AI. We are technically at a disadvantage compared to everyone. So I will show you all my settings after to show you all what I was running. Honestly, I think that this is the most competitive Atlanta race I've ever had. That's not in the Cup Series. The Cup Series is like a whole different beast. Speaking of Cup Series, Chase Fan asks, is Cindric Cup Series ready? Oof, that is a question. Well, it's a kind of a loaded question, honestly, if you ask me. Is Cindric Cup Series ready? The fact of the matter that we have a person who has 3 wins to this season to his credit, as well as 2 wins last season. That's only 5 wins. Yes, he's been very competitive, but he hasn't been in the Championship 4. You know, he's not been in the Championship 4. 3 wins in a row, but one of them was literally gifted to him because Kyle Busch failed post-tech, as well as 2 of them being at Kentucky, which he just had far and beyond that. Like, 3 wins in a row, yes, is an incredible feat, but that doesn't automatically mean a cup ride. It's still putting an entire season together, and he still makes a lot of mistakes. Look at Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell, who dominated Xfinity, Reddick, and Custer, dominating Xfinity in last season, as well as the season before. They are struggling. I think he is... he wasn't in the Championship 4 because of Allgaier. Allgaier got a win at Phoenix, and that put him in the Championship 4 and basically put everyone else out. So that was the reason why. I personally don't think Briscoe's cup ready. What my entire argument here is the fact that the Xfinity Series is the one with the low downforce and higher horsepower. It should be the other way around. I think Cup should be the higher horsepower, the lower downforce, and Xfinity. Basically, the packages should be reversed. That's my argument, is what I'm trying to say. Is because when you are running with this current package in the Xfinity Series, you are not preparing yourself for the Cup Series other than literally just getting laps in. You're not getting that, okay, this is how I drive the car in a higher horsepower. In a higher downforce scenario. It's 2 totally different handling cars. And the Cup cars are easier to drive, but everyone is so equal. And so it really comes down to how can you handle air, and how can you handle the aspects of dirty air as opposed to in the draft, and how do you do that, which you can't really get with the Xfinity Series. So currently, as we look in as the Xfinity Series graduating class, Cole Custer, I mean, just in recent years, Cole Custer, Cole Custer is struggling, apart from his win at Kentucky, which, honestly, you can, not to sound like a pessimist, but, like, you know, because he deserved that win 100%, that ballsy move 4 wide on the outside. The fact of the matter is that he wouldn't have been in that position without the draft package. Literally, when everyone's side by side, you can't go anywhere. So he saw an opportunity, he took it. But Cole Custer struggling, Christopher Bell, Xfinity Series prodigy, 16 wins in just 2 seasons, 8 wins apiece. Who does that? He is struggling. Tyler Reddick is having the best out of all of them. That's just because he knows how to wheel a car on the outside. And so anyone with the high tire wear tracks, he does really well in. Phoenix, Darlington, Chicagoland, Kansas, you know? He does really well up there because he knows how to run those tracks. Homestead. Look at Homestead. 3rd place finish. 4th place finish, sorry. And then we have, honestly, and I don't mean to get back on this topic, but like probably the last person to have as much success, even William Byron. Oh, Bell still gives equipment though. And the fact of the matter is that Custer also got that win because Matt DiBenedetto was pushing him like his life depended on it. Bell still has Joe Gibbs equipment. Yes, the Levine Family Racing, like, they have access to what Joe Gibbs equipment does. They still have their cars, though. Byron still is horrible, is what I'm trying to say. You can see subtle improvements. He does well on stages, he just can't put the finish together. So that's what I'm trying to say. William Byron, though, went up through this lower tier series. Trucks, 1 year, championship contender. Honestly, should have won the championship over Johnny Sauter. And then you go to the Xfinity Series, winning it in his rookie year. and then Cup Series, nothing. He's had spurts of brilliance here and there, but William Byron, for all intents and purposes, has been a wash. He's been a bust so far, honestly. And I hate to see it. I hate to say it because, you know, I want William Byron to succeed, but it's just not happening. And that was my entire argument, is that, like, honestly, the best rookie out of all of this so far has been Chase Elliott. And probably before that would have to have been Kyle Larson. Because Kyle Larson was a rookie before him. And then probably before that was... Well, then we're just going into old territory, where the packages totally change and all that. So, yeah. But that's my argument. If they didn't use the crab package at Martinsville last year, then Byron probably would have won in the fall. But then again, if Chase doesn't break an axle, he probably would have won. That's a whole lot of what ifs. I mean, we can debate that all the entire time, but it's just a fact of the matter is that who knows? I wish I could have a crystal ball and see to the alternate future, alternate reality where all that did happen, but yeah, unfortunately that's not our reality. So yeah, chat. Thank you all so much for coming on out. By the way, you guys are awesome and watching this race with me. We are racing at Atlanta. For anyone that doesn't know, this is the Truck Championship mode, race number 2 of the season. You may be wondering, whoa, Private Pat, what the hell are you doing? You're in 7th place, but you're 3rd in line. It's because on the last caution, we were in the pits. We got lapped while we were in the pits. And because of that, we're trapped 1 lap down. We're racing for a lucky dog right now. However, Christian Eckes is right behind Grandenfinger, and they're both closing in on me. Like I said, we have less grip on, so we are running with a lot of, well, a lot less grip than the rest of the AI. It feels like we are on ice going to the corner. That's what we're rocking with right now. With just under 10 laps to go. Like, you can see it right there. Like, on coming off of 2, like, I start to drift off the track a little bit. Same thing with coming off of 4 here. Like, you can see how I drift off the track just because I'm just so tight. See right there. And if I do push it, if I do try to push my luck, then I'm wasting my tires. And I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to make the distance, you know. Atlanta is such a high tire wear track where if you push for any amount of time, it takes forever to cool your tires off. It's not like where you can just take it easy and back off. Unfortunately, with NASCAR Heat 5 and NASCAR Heat 4 before it, you really have to watch your tire wear and your tire temps the entire stint. So here we are. You know, we're on the bottom, but Grandenfinger up top. We give him plenty of room. We actually had to come off the throttle a couple times right there just to pulse it because we're so tight. But, you know, being tight is good because your right rear burns so fast here. And anyone that races around here in Heat 5, you guys know that your right rear is literally like a giant melting pot. Like, after the entire stint, you're on like 5%. But yeah. So yeah, recap of this week's events. Levine Family Racing is closed. Brad Keselowski re-signed. Brad Keselowski has momentum. Chat says Michigan is either going to belong to Stewart Haas or Hendrick. I hope it's Hendrick, personally. But I can see, honestly, anyone from Gibbs or Stewart Haas winning as well. Penske. I mean, honestly, Penske has that momentum. Most likely we'll hear something about who actually bought Levine Family Racing. Unfortunately, that detail wasn't actually addressed. We think it was Spire, but Spire hasn't announced anything that they have gotten anything, like, or they have nothing to show for it. So, like, for all we know, it could be Colleague. It could be Colleague, for all we know, that is buying into a cup ride for next season. It'll be weird. It'll be weird. Oh, and also, Matt Kenseth's crew chief, Phil Surgeon, I do believe that was his name, is now in is now the crew chief for the rest of the season. I hope Matt Kenseth gets better, honestly. He deserves to have a better ride. Not better ride. Better results than what he has. Like, when it's the low downforce, you can see the brilliance that he has. Like, he is so good with the low downforce package, because that's what he was used to. You know, when he was racing, that's what he was racing with. But yeah, other than that, we are just wrapping up here. It's lap 128. Sorry, I almost said 7 right there. Lap 128 right now. It's 2 laps to go for us because we are unfortunately 1 lap down in 8th place. Honestly, I think I did the best I could with as much grip as what I have, which is very, very little. I feel like an 8th place is a very, very solid result. Unfortunately, like I said, it is not the best result I could have had, but honestly, I would rather race for a win than it just being handed to me like at Atlanta would be. Because if you run this with totally normal AI, you are just dominating. Like, and that, to me, that's not winning. I'd rather earn my victories than it being handed to me on a silver platter. Austin Dillon. So yeah. So coming off of 4 right now, we come home P8, and Stuart Friesen wins the Vetix 200 at Atlanta here for the Truck Series. Race number 2 goes to Stuart Friesen. John Hunter Nemechek won at Daytona. Stuart Friesen wins at Atlanta. So let's check out the rest of the results. We can actually back out of this now. So yeah, 104 speed rating. So we did still have a very good truck, and based on our results here, we did do very, very well. So, looking through the rest of the results, Stuart Friesen wins, Sheldon Creed 2nd, Grant Enfinger 3rd, Gus Dean, of all people, in 4th, Ty Majeski, Zane Smith, and then Christian Eckes. Unfortunately beat us to the Lucky Dog spot, but the Lucky Dog actually never came about, so it was kind of a moot point, so it was just a battle for 7th right there. So yeah. Johnny Sauter, rest of our teammates finished 10th and 11th, so very decent day for ThorSport. Very bad day for GMS if you think about it, because all the way down here we see Brett Moffitt, and Tyler Ankrum was where? In 12th. So yeah, GMS not so hot. Ty Majeski though, good job. Points. Let's look at the points. We're leading the points. Look at that. How did we do that? I don't know. Because everyone around us finished very poorly in Daytona, that we were actually able to hold off everyone. So now we have a 5-point advantage over Ty Majeski. So, bueno right there. Gus Dean had the fastest lap. I don't believe that. That's not real. Christian Eckes, though, did dominate. He did lead over half the race. Absolute mad lad over here, Gus Dean. What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you on? And then Austin Hill from 1st on pole to 25th. Good talk, man. That's how you do it. That is how you dominate. Not Austin Hill, who could have won here in real life, but Grant Enfinger snubbed him that win. Unfortunately, was not able to put that one together. So yeah, 2nd and then 8th here. Now we're moving on to Martinsville. So we're going to see what we can do there. But first, here are the settings I was running with, like I said. Bada bing, bada boom. A whole bunch of... Right there, less grip. So essentially what that means is it makes the driving more difficult as the tires wear. Like I said, that's why I was so loose going into the corner and then so tight exiting. Unfortunately, our tire wear is very even, but it's just... It was just acting up more so than the rest of the AI. So yeah, usual stuff all around. Quick qualify, single stage, strict yellow. Lowest draft settings right here. So we had 0 draft the entire time. And over here, infrequent mechanical failures. And then normal all around. And then high and disable draft partners. So yeah, chat. You guys have been a pleasure to race for today. As we look at the point standings right now, oh man, look how tight that is right there. We have 56, 55, 54, 53, 53, 51. 5 points separates... Oh wait, 5 points separates literally... Whoop, that's not right. 3rd through 9th. I'm very excited to see what Marsville brings us.